Assalamu alaikum everyone. Samir did a reaction back with another reaction, and this time it is different reaction. Be sending me this video in my Instagram and in TikTok, in Facebook, and with like exposing Thailand lots military attack, like they attacking Cambodia or something like this. The Thailand attack like civilian or something, and civilian it is here like everything description like just day before it is proposed to peace and with the wishing and Thailand exposed the return to Cambodia soldier or drone in just for more 2000 days and Thailand shared anyone the Thailand reports is other sports team yes, something so big here going on here, and I have no idea what it is, but yeah. So my name is Samir from Algeria, North Africa, with tomorrow continues video reaction, and I have depression, anxiety attack from long time to deal with that, but alhamdulillah for everything. I hope this is not true and something they not true. You can tell me, and I will watching this and make a reaction about this and see what's going on, because I want to see the side of Cambodia, what's going on. So yeah, let's go right now with 3 2 1. It's coming right now. Let's go and see what's going on here.
Hey, what's going on guys, this is Sam, and in today's video it's not the usual one that I want to be making, but I had to make it because it involved civilians' life, it involved truth being distorted in this sea of narrative, and it also involved the one party not taking accountability. And let me just show you what happened today on November the 12th. As I am talking right now, the Thai soldiers posted on their Royal Thai Army update saying that it is fake news. But based on what we see, we can see civilians, they are posting pictures of what is actually happening on the ground. Even Thai's media now are demanding the truth from Thai's army because there are a lot of evidence recorded by villagers, yet the Thai army said Cambodia spread fake news. So we're supposed to believe the army that none of these are happening. But in reality, the civilians, they are children and they are getting injured as well. But one side is entirely, I would say, refuting the accountability. So one side must be lying, right? But I want to provide you a bit more context. Because right now we're entering another, I would say, blame games, where the peace deal, I would say quote-unquote peace deal, was about to succeed in a way where Thai need to return back the detained soldiers, which by the way, I covered already. They captured those soldiers after the ceasefire, right? They captured them, they detained them for nearly 100 days, and they still have not returned them. Essentially, there was a signing where Thailand need to return those soldiers, and leading up a few days until the signing, somehow Thai soldiers stepped on the landmine, which I will go to that point in a bit. So they stepped on the landmine, and suddenly Thailand said that Cambodia has opened fire first. Again, the blame game. And that is the hard part about entering these blame games, because it's not easy to, I would say, pick a side, which is why the media need to look at facts, need to look at patterns and narratives. Okay guys, one thing that I didn't get to mention is that what has been established today on November the 12th is that Thailand soldiers and police has opened fire on Cambodian civilians. You might be asking me, okay, I hear you, but why did Thai's army page post about that being fake news? And to that, I hear you, I understand what you're trying to say, but we have to look at data, patterns, and what has happened. And firstly, the entire ordeal once again is getting documented by villagers. So even if Thai army rejected it, there are clear evidence of villagers getting hurt. And secondly, we can look at patterns. About a month ago, it's clear, it's very documented that Thai soldiers and Thai police used violence against Cambodian protesters. But here is what happened, right? When they use violence, when the police and the army use violence on unarmed villagers, there were quite a lot of backlash from Thai civilians, which makes sense. A lot of people and us humans inherently, we don't really support violence, right? So there was some backlash on what has happened. So right now, instead of admitting to that or spinning it in another narrative, they just flat out say that it is fake news. As I am recording this video, news just came in that Cambodia apparently opened fire first, according to the Thai army. Very trusted source, because this is the 100th time they have mentioned that Cambodia has opened fire first. Yet, the only casualty in every single time Cambodia opened fire first has been Cambodia, whereas their side suffered 0 casualty. Let that sink in for a second. And let me remind you, every single time they blame Cambodia for doing something, they have no verification. And so in November 12th, instead of following the failure that they did a month or 2 ago, where they opened fire using rubber bullets on civilians and then they got basically wrecked by the public, now they have turned into cowardly using weapons against villagers and then blaming Cambodia for firing first. But it's Cambodia who suffered the casualty. There is no logic in what they are sprouting to their own civilians. And even the way they responded first, they said it was fake news, labeling it as fake news. The same way that when they used the white phosphorus, Cambodia was saying that they were using white phosphorus and chemical gas, they said it was fake news. But then they admitted to using white phosphorus gas. So I want you to understand that you should not just accept what a party who uses violence say and just take it as fact. You have to question it, you have to look at history, you have to look at patterns. And facts and patterns show us that not only did Thailand use violence against unarmed villagers a month ago, they have been using violence against many other Malay Muslims over the past years and decades. And they have not received their justice. So guys, just think for yourself on that part. And I just want to put that in because right now there has been a confirmed death on an unarmed villagers as well. And it's really horrible. And the fact that I'm fearful that those civilians are not going to get their justice, right? And yeah, it's really heartbreaking to see what's happening right now in the border between Cambodia and Thailand. And so Thailand, as you can see, they said Cambodian force opened fire first. But if we go not so far back, but a few months back, on May, we can see that Thailand blamed Cambodia. So Thailand claimed Cambodia opened fire first. Yet, despite being blamed for opening fire first, it was Cambodia who suffered the only casualty. I want you to put that in mind. And then they blamed Cambodia for escalating the conflict, which led to them closing the border crossings, and the tension just started escalating from there. I covered on that part already. So I want you to bear all of that in mind, because right now, Thailand is still blaming Cambodia again for, number 1, planting landmines for the 8th time, I believe. And right now, they are blaming us for firing first in a village area. Yet, in all of those blaming and accusation that Thailand has accused of Cambodia, you can go and search. There has been no verification, there has been no facts or evidence. So why am I talking about the blame game? Because here's the thing, they accuse Cambodia of using human shield, meaning Cambodia uses villagers to, I would say, to be in the front and to deal with the Thai's military. But the thing is that Thailand was kicking Cambodians out of their homes. You can go check the videos. There were like a crowd of police kicking people out of their own homes, right? So if you were the villagers, you would want to protect your own house, right? So Thailand spin the narrative saying that and blaming Cambodia that we are using human shield and other blame games. And then during the midst of the leading up to the peace deal, the quote-unquote peace deal, they were asking for razor wire donation. Mad. Instead of resolving the conflict peacefully, they instead want to raise money to build more razor wires. Yeah, and they want to raise money for drone donation as well. So all of that were happening while Thailand was blaming Cambodia for a lot of things. But I want you to bear in mind that there has been no substance in the accusation. Go check. There has been no verification, there has been no facts on what they are stating, and the same goes for today. Thailand said Cambodia opened fire first, but look who is facing the consequence. It's Cambodian villagers. We can see these posts are not posted by Cambodian army, right? They are posted by villagers who see their fellow villagers getting hurt. I want you to remember that, and that is why I want to urgently make this video, because the facts is in the pudding. We can see pictures and from villagers, not from I would say government workers, but from villagers posting of their fellow villagers getting hurt. And if we take a step back and looking at the past not too long ago, about a month or 2 ago, Thailand was doing the exact same thing. There were clear evidence of Thai soldiers and police shooting at civilians, at protesters. They were getting injured. But the sad thing is that there has been zero consequences to Thai's police. And so I just explained to you that this is possible. What happened today on November 12th is possible because Thai soldiers just opened fire at protesters. But if you don't believe me, it's fine. We can go back even further. We can see Thailand extrajudicial killings of foreigners. We can see the Malay Muslim killings. You can go check all of these sources in Human Rights Watch, in many human rights organizations. There were a lot of killings of Cambodian loggers and migrants. And essentially, there were so many victims that suffered to the hands of Thai's army and police, yet they received zero justice, and Thai army takes zero accountability. And that is why I said in the beginning of today's video, if we don't amplify this voice, if we don't share it and keep it in mind, it allows for all of us to live in a world where a country with bigger size military can bully another country, blame them, and yet hurting their civilians, and then just walk away freely from what we can see in Cambodia right now. Let me remind you, this is like the 7th or 8th landmine incident that happened. And whenever it happened, it always happened right before a pivotal moment when peace and conflict is about to get resolved. Even right now, when the Cambodian soldiers were about to be released, suddenly we have a situation where Cambodian just planted landmines and Thai soldiers stepped on it. Pick a side. Who would you want to believe, right? And I will break down even more because both sides, at the end of the day, in this PR space, claim that they both want peace, Cambodia and Thailand. Yet the conflict is still going. So it means that one side must be speaking the truth. Now, if you say that I'm being biased, fine, it's alright. But go look at all of the sources that I provided. Because at the end of the day, we can blame one person for being biased, but we have to look at what has happened during that time frame, right? So let's take a look at Thailand's main narrative, right? So for Thailand, from June to July, there were a lot of landmine incidents and blaming on Cambodia. Like Cambodia planted landmines, Thailand soldiers stepped on those landmines. The first time, second time, I would say questioning, okay, what has happened here? And then the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, and the fact that the pattern is that it always happened right before a pivotal moment. And so it's very suspicious how whenever an important event is about to happen, Thai soldiers just step on landmine. So you have to take that into consideration. It's not just one time, it's nearly 8 times at this point. So I want you to take that into consideration because the tactic that Thailand is using is that they basically push out a lot of narrative, and us normal people will not just go back into the past and search for facts, right? We just hear information, we absorb it, we believe it. That is the case for a lot of people. But if we were to break down even further on what has actually happened, we can see that there is a crack in those narratives. For example, Thailand has repeatedly blamed Cambodia for planted landmines. They even found a phone from a Cambodian, and the phone was Cambodian taking video of them planting landmines. Yes, Thailand apparently found a phone of a Cambodian soldier where he captured another Cambodian soldier planted the landmine. Yet, nearly 2 months later, there has been no forensic investigation on that digital footprint, no evidence, no verification, and yet there is another incident of this landmine. So you have to question, what is the substance in what they are accusing, right? And so it really angers me because it shows that people today are not aware of what is happening, and instead they chose to believe, of all people, the army, the one who gained the most from this conflict, where people are in fear, and so they grapple to the army to lead them through this conflict, right? And that is essentially what Thailand army is betting on. They want the support from the civilians. And before we get any further, even going a few months back, in June, where Thailand former Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra had a phone call with Cambodia former Prime Minister, she basically admitted that there is a political turmoil in Thailand and that Cambodia should not listen to the Thai's military. The phone call was then leaked. I made a video explaining that specific reason already, you can go and check. But essentially, that was a statement of admittance from Thai's former Prime Minister. But somehow that got lost in the sea of narrative. And right now, it's the Thai military that is taking control of Thailand. So, are we just going to brush off what the Thai's former PM has said about the Thai's military? And right now, we're supposed to believe in Thai's military? Now, I do get it. If I'm a Thai, I just have to believe in what my country is doing. Right? I'm forced to do that. But at the same time, we have to think that we can believe what our country is saying in the media, but we have to question it. We have to, I would say, do research on it and to look at both sides and to see why are there a lot of accusations coming from Thailand, yet there has not been any concrete, I would say, facts, concrete verifications, right? All of the things that I've said so far is, oh, Thailand accused Cambodia of this, Thailand accused Cambodia of that, but there has not been any clear verification. So I just want to stress on that because right now, based on what I'm seeing, there's only one party that is winning, and that is the Thai's military. Because you have to remember as well, Thailand, I made a video covering this as well, but Thailand has a decade of political shift. There have been so many prime ministers, so many shift of powers from one person to another over the course of these past few years. But we need to understand history and patterns in Thailand show that there are a lot of coups that happened in the past. You can go do the research, and it's very recent as well. But during all of those coups, one thing stands, and that is the youth and the majority of the population has always been against the military. I mean, in general, we don't condone violence, right? The only thing that is different now is that in 2025, Thailand's soldiers and military has gained support from a lot of the masses of the population, youth, Gen Z, and so we're in a very bad situation right now where the party that condones violence is gaining support from its civilians, whereas Cambodia military power is far different from Thailand. So we have to ask the question, who would be in a more advantageous position if they were to push aggressively? And the answer would be Thailand. And why do I say Thailand would be in an advantageous position for being aggressive with Cambodia? Let me show you, because the fact is already there. It's already released from Thai's statement. You see, like I said earlier, Thailand military has been in a rocky start. They have never really gained true support from the masses, right? They tried coups, and then it goes to reverse, they have a protest, but right now they choose Cambodia as a scapegoat to gain popularity. And then they run this campaign, and during the course of the campaign, there were a lot of statements come out of their commanders. You have to remember, it came out from the people on top, and it stated that they don't want to accept the court ruling on where the International Court of Justice ruled privy here to Cambodia. They want to ignore that, and they want to use military force to seize temple and stating that it is an option, right? And I want you to put that into your head because it comes out of their commander's mouth. So do you see who would be in a favorable position for pushing aggressively? It is Thailand, because if we look at the bigger pictures on Thailand's ultimate goal and why the conflict is not ending, it's mainly because of this. It's because of the Thailand want to prolong the longevity of military support. If Thailand is able to reclaim areas, and they use the word reclaim, but those areas are either in a undemarcated area, meaning that it's in the gray zone, or the area like Ferah here, it has already been ruled by the International Court of Justice. They want to quote-unquote reclaim those land. They want to reclaim them because if they were to quote-unquote reclaim those land, they would gain a lot of support from the people. That is basically their logic. And so I want you to understand that position. That is why from the past 5 months, if you go search Google, who accuses others more, it has always been Thailand who come up with a lot of narrative, who has information campaigns on Twitters and on many other platforms. And so I'm just baffled that till this day, majority of Thai civilians are not seeing through that. And so we come to the end of this video. We have two parties, Cambodia and Thailand, and both parties claim they want peace. However, the conflict is still continuing when the peace deal is nearly reached, right? But we have to ask the question. Okay, the conflict is still continuing. It means that one party must not be doing enough, or they must be lying. So who did the most to try to achieve peace, and who did the least? When we look at actions, who did the most blaming? Who did the most blaming with no facts, with no verification? Who tried to deny ASEAN, United Nations, and US intervention when the conflict started? Who made a statement talking about reclaiming land? Who made a statement talking about rejecting ICJ, International Court ruling? Which country run military campaign in schools between Cambodia and Thailand? In schools, by the way, in university, military are going in educational institution, parading and being applauded. So you have to ask the question, which country is more likely to want peace? And not to mention, which country clearly stated that don't listen to the army. They are clearly trying to stir something up. It's Thailand. And the moment she made that statement, bam, she was basically erased from her position. And now a new prime minister has come in, which by the way, he's a cannabis king. So we have a cannabis king as the prime minister. And right before the soldiers were about to get released, somehow Thai soldiers step on landmines. Guys, be your own judge. You can listen to all of my information. You can check previous videos. You can go verify with Thai sources. But just please be logical. And another thing that I want you to understand is that I use VPN and I go and check on Thai social media. A lot of the peaceful statement from Cambodia Prime Minister and the peaceful statement and remarks from Cambodian side has never really been seen in Thai's media. It's mostly a statement of angers. It's mostly Thai's media projecting a lot of bad things and sparking more problems. And that is why the conflict is still continuing, because as long as the Thai media and the Thai army gather all of those angers from civilians, the conflict is not going to end. Because at the end of the day, both sides, I would say the civilians, they want peace. And Cambodian, from the very start, we have wanted peace. We have been patient. Our soldiers got killed. Our civilians were kicked out. Our civilians were kicked out and then got shot at. And right now they are getting shot at again. But we have tried to remain patient because we know what Thailand is doing. And all of the things that I said in this video, they are all documented with sources in my previous video as well. The only opinions that I have is that Thailand's ultimate goal of why the conflict is not ending is for the longevity of military support. Based on the reason I have mentioned, they have not really gained true support from the masses. But now they have no support. Why would they want to let it go? They want to continue that, right? And the only way to continue that, they already talk about it. They talk about reclaiming those lands. If they were to reclaim those lands, ideally people would support the military. And I'm not even going to bring nationalism into the topic, because Thailand is a country with crazy nationalism, by the way. You can just go and check on Thai superiority. It's an absolute madness. And so, yeah, as a fellow human, not even a Cambodian, I just hope that the Thai would get all of these resolved through joint diplomatic channel. We literally have an MOU where we want to resolve it peacefully. Then why are we using all of these dirty tactics? Why are we blaming someone with no verification? Is that how diplomacy is done? And yeah, I got nothing else to say, but you be your own judge. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really want things to return to normal. I'm very busy. It's at the end of the year. I have a lot of things that I have to complete, and this is very distracting for me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you all in the next one. Thanks, goodbye, and peace.
Peace, man. Peace, 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 peace. I was like being shocked if Thailand doing all this stuff and what he say and give us something here true about Thailand attack like Cambodia or something. If that's true, in the comment below description, Cambodia and Thailand, what do you think about this video, and tell me what's going on, because I hear so much going on here. And thank you so much the everyday Sam. Yeah, thank you so much for this video. And I want to ask myself, and I want to ask you, like, gentle, like be gentle, be kind, be something, and answer and tell me what's going on. That's all I need to know. Thailand like not doing this, but when it be like doubt about what's going on and what he's saying, everything. I don't know what's going on. So Thailand lovers, Cambodians, don't forget smash the subscribe notification, follow me, TikTok and Instagram, and see you next video inshallah. Thank you so much for watching. Salam, salam, salam.